Welcome to Bite Size Dental Marketing. Today I have Stephanie with me. Stephanie leads our client team, and we like to say, while Andre and I may own the company, we all work for Stephanie. Stephanie, today, tell me a little bit about setting expectations and this concept of, meeting the clients where they're at in terms of communication.
Yeah, sure. So, I think it's super important that we recognize that our clients specifically are dentists. They didn't go to school for marketing. They don't have marketing background. So when we talk about marketing with them, we sometimes get carried away in our own language and we're like, oh, and your search ads and Google My Business, and they don't necessarily know what all those things mean. So when we talk to them for the first time, we lay out what our ad strategy is going to be, and just kind of that marketing doesn't happen overnight. It takes a little bit of time, and we need to build traction on Google Ads, things of that nature. That way they don't expect that because they signed on the dotted line next week, they're going to have new patients walking in their door from marketing. I think that it's important to do that because otherwise they're just going to call us and be like, where's all my new patients? And it's like, don't forget, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for us to get there.
Yeah. No, I always kind of giggle when I talk to Saria or Ian, who, Saria loves to talk about the top of the funnel and the branded ads and the, and she lives it every day, but she doesn't understand that, that's branded, that's brand advertising. And now when you talk about meeting people where they're at, what does that mean to us in how we engage clients as the consistency of the meetings, is there a cadence to the meetings that we sort of push and pull from?
Yeah, for sure. So, we don't necessarily dictate that we have to have a monthly meeting or that we have to meet every week whenever they're in onboarding with us. I think that, we generally open it up with, what's your schedule like? What days work for you? Mm-hmm. Most offices are closed on Fridays. Is Friday better for you? Is, a Wednesday afternoon whenever you're eating lunch a little bit better than a Tuesday morning? And that way it's not on our timeline, it's on theirs. And we typically ask them as well, how do you like to be communicated with? If you check email every evening when you're closing the office and that's how you catch up on your day, I'll send you email. If you like to be in the moment and you always have your phone and prefer a text message, we can do that too. So I think it's important that we're asking these questions to our clients or anybody that we interact with in our life, because just because it works for me doesn't mean it works for them. And I want to make sure that we're really doing it on their preference to accommodate as much as possible so that we're not taking too much of their time or a time that might be inconvenient.
One of the things that I like that you've brought to the company is this concept of, if you want to talk SEO, you talk to Ian. If you want to talk paid media, you talk to Saria. That's always been the dream, but it's been so difficult to implement. And I do like now that it feels like if a client has a question about social media, they can talk to the person doing the work. If the SEO, they can talk to Ian. And I really have liked over the last 6 or 8 months how you brought that to the company.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's important that they hear from the expert. I don't want to try to translate somebody else's work or expertise. I don't know everything there is to know about SEO, and I'm certainly not as charming as Ian is. So, it's just a matter of being able to have somebody on the phone that can dig deeper if the client wants to. And what I love about it is whenever Saria or Ian is starting the conversation with the client, they always ask them, like, how much do you know already? How deep do you want me to go?